I'm happy to see you all. Yay! I'm Vauglie. Welcome in, and very happy Halloween to everybody. I hope you're having a great Halloween. I hope there were some fun costumes you guys saw today. I saw a whole bunch. The costumes are just getting better every year. So I'm very excited to see what the kids have been doing lately. But anyway, I'm Vauglie. For those of you who don't know, I am usually here on Fuzka's channel, uh, playing a Dragonborn. But today, I'll be doing some writing with you guys. Um, it could be some D&D stuff, it could be some sci-fi stuff, but usually I write more on the sort of border of fantasy and sci-fi. Like, you're not really sure what it is. I kind of enjoy. Oh, thanks, Foos. Vagali. And I really enjoy that kind of genre where it's almost plausible and could potentially happen here in the real world. And that's why I wanted to do a writing stream on Halloween, because I feel like more things are possible on Halloween, and the creepy factor is definitely dialed up. So, welcome in, everybody. And what I'm going to do for us tonight, because, well, just a little bit of a backstory. I've been writing for a very long time, ever since I was 13 or 14. I'm leaning more towards 14. And I've been doing National Novel Writing Month for years. I've managed to do a few, 2 or 3, to actually get 50 to 50,000 words and to actually have a novel. So, but my real favorite style of writing is short story, and I really like the punchiness of short stories. I love short story anthologies. They almost remind me of episodes. So, episodes in a TV series or Twilight Zone, if that's your thing. Um, I do really love Twilight Zone and how it went from sci-fi to fantasy and back. So, yeah, like anthology series, exactly. So, I really love that stuff. So, tonight, what I'm gonna do is write with you a little bit, and please feel free to also write yourselves with some of these prompts if any of them inspire you. Usually, I go between having a notebook. I'll give you an example. Have my notebook that's really foldy, bendy, and I usually keep a pen inside, which is a mistake because I never really cap the pen. Maybe I should, because the last time, pen ink leaked and got all over my sofa, uh, and my hands were blue, and I looked like a Smurf for a while. So I usually write either in a notebook, physical, or if I really know what I'm writing and I, have some time, I start writing on the computer. I know, I love bendy notebooks too, but I'm always, even though I love how they bend, I'm always afraid of them bending and like staying in one way instead of being flat. So I have a thing with notebooks. I also have a thing with pens. I have to have, a particular kind of pen. Like, for example, also this pen is not capped, but I love this inked pen that I got from China. It's like a point, no, it's a 1.0 millimeter pen, and it broke somehow, so I've been taping it back together before I start writing. What does Joe say? I prefer my notebooks to not be flaccid. I like to be able to write in it without needing the surface to write on. No, I understand that. Sometimes I either use my hand or I use my arm in those cases if I need a flat surface, or I have a little lap desk or something like that. But yeah, you're right. If it's thick enough, it can work. So it really depends. I've got notebooks like left, right, and center. I've got one that super sus sounding, and then eyebrows. No. Oh my god, you guys are silly. So come and write with me now. Use your rigid notebook if you want, the composition notebooks or legal pads, scrap paper, whatever you have, and come and write with me if you have a favorite pen or a pencil or no. And let's jump into this. So what I'm going to do tonight is give a series of prompts. If we get to that, this is chill. This is chillax. So I have several different prompts that we can work with. If one doesn't work for any of us, then I'm gonna move on to the next one. If one of the prompts works out really well and I just start to get into a flow, I'll continue with that prompt. But I will try and change it up a little bit. But if you guys want to give me an idea or suggestion, or if I'm struggling, I want to hear that or read that in chat. I'm more than happy to do that. If I can figure this out, because this is kind of like my first time, I may do a poll and see what you guys want me to do with a character or not. So this is the inaugural run, so we'll figure out what to do. Hey, Abby! Abby, what's up? Welcome! T-Buddy, look. I've got iced tea because they turned up my baseboard heat. It's really hot in here. But it's iced pomegranate green tea with a little bit of lemon. Joe! No, well, now we know who the favorite is. That is not true. How dare you? And yes, yay, iced tea, indeed. And, Maya! Hey! Machaya in the house! Hey, Maya, Machaya, you got your matcha? You ready to write? You want to do some writing? I'm here. I'm down. Let's do it. Yeah, the pomegranate green tea is delicious. It's definitely not true. You knew I was the favorite before now. Oh man, I just realized oh no, my microphone is there. All right, cool. I thought it was back up again. Sometimes that happens. Maya is currently defrosting. Uh-oh. Oh no! Maya, defrost! Do jumping jacks or something, flap around. I don't know. We'll talk about it in a minute. I accidentally muted myself. There we go. All right. So, yes, don't freeze. I need my Machaya, my fellow writing buddy. If you guys didn't know, Machaya, otherwise known as Maya, otherwise known as Bella Knights, has got her own tabletop RPG in a whole setting. And apparently our villains in our respective, masterworks are eerily similar, which I thought was really cool. But, great minds think alike, huh? I did not know that I am everyone's favorite. Well, I mean, in a way, yeah. I mean, everybody here is also my favorite. I don't think we're playing favorites. Anyway, moving along, I'm gonna pick a prompt. So this prompt I was actually thinking about as soon as Foos told me that I could do this. By the way, Foos is an amazing person. I don't know if y'all knew that, but I never thought that I would have the opportunity to write on Twitch without her support. I was very much nervous about writing online, to the point where I didn't even want to be seen online, and look at me now with all you guys. So I really want to shout out to Foos, because without her I would never have met any of you and we wouldn't be on this stream. So thank you, Foos, and thank you for celebrating Halloween with me and everybody tonight. I really appreciate it. Indeed, grape minds are capable of many things. Thank you. Please don't freeze. Yes. And now they mostly whine. Pun. Thank you, Joe. Vauglie and Foos are both awesome. Yes, you're awesome. And then you mushed us. Oh dear. Also Maya. Yes, that they are. And Joshua, I guess. Jeez. All right. So let's start with secret prompt number 1. It's secret. Not really secret. Don't you? No, I didn't ask for that. Didn't ask for that. God damn you. All right. It's been a while since I worked with Google Docs. So, now, a person goes downstairs because they can't sleep. Why do they go downstairs, and who do they see sitting at the kitchen table, and why? I kept this kind of vague because I want you guys to think about who the character is It could be. It also could be you. It could be your own character, and could be it could be yourself. It could be a person that you know. So I'm going to start with this, and I've been thinking about this prompt for a couple of weeks now, and it was sort of inspired by one of the scenes I saw in a recent Mike Flanagan anthology series. Not really an anthology series, but you know what I'm talking about. I am realizing the true depths of Vauglie's eldritch chaos. Oh, Maya, you ain't seen nothing yet. And Evie, I'm bouncing between here and moderating pre-record. Oh yeah, good luck. Thank you. Yes. Also, if you guys aren't following Evie on her channel, can you like fix that? I need you to fix that. She's doing a pre-record right now, so please go to her channel. Flanagan. Flanagan. I don't know. Anyway, so a person goes downstairs because they can't sleep. So I also usually use third person when I start typing. So that's my thing. We're just answering here in Twitch, right? You can Maya, you can actually use a notebook or your Google Doc if you want to answer in Twitch. Feel free, but I think having like large amounts of text in Twitch may really chop up the chat. So actually, I think a couple of sentences that you really like, I think you would I would like to see you post. Like sentences that you really like. I'm not saying that you have to be, Emerson and like focus on every sentence being right or perfect. But I'm saying like if a sentence stands out to you, go ahead and from your writing, go ahead and post it in chat. Okay, here we go. Also, I apologize for my spelling. Sometimes I type faster than I think. So that happens from time to time. I'm trying. Yeah, words are hard. Wording is hard. Clearly, they see the person that they accidentally hit. Oh my god. All right. Before I read that, I'm going to go with this. Also, if you need some kind of music or ambiance, there is a music channel. Foos, would you mind can you link the music channel, or is that not a thing? Let me know. Here it goes on stream. Oh, that's right. You were, yeah. Yep. There, yep. Anyway, yeah, the music is on the stream. I don't know what you mean, Vauglie. I feel that this is discrimination against long-form speech, which is quite hurtful. Perhaps in the future you might consider extending kindness towards those of us who are occasionally on the more verbose side. Well, to be fair, especially if you ask Foos, I am more on the verbose side. Have you seen some of my responses to Foos when she's DMing? Microcosmic God, it's all spooky. We're professionals! And then debatable. Thank you. All right. Yeah, Joe, I'll get back to your sentence in a bit. Sorry. And also some words come out that I don't intend to come out. And I don't know why. So, you'll see that from time to time. Don't be alarmed. Also, the difference between it is and it's possessive, just in case you didn't know, because words are hard. I've come out before. It's quite liberating. You should be proud of those words, Vauglie. They're living their truths. Yes, they are. And Evie says, Vauglie, I'm going to throw the only horror short I've written at you at some point. Ooh! Much like my campaigns, I don't do short, easily long form for the long haul. I don't know why. Like, for some reason, and Foos and I have had discussions about this. For some reason, I like the shorter ones, the shorter, like, pithier ones. Like a few pages and whatnot. So, I'd be pretty good. Now I've sort of gotten going, we're going to scroll back up to Joe's. Clearly, they see the person they accidentally hit with their car years ago. They see them everywhere. They don't know the person. Even though they died as a child, they have aged as time goes on, as the protagonist, in parentheses, have invented their personality and pictured the life that should have continued. That's pretty cool. I like that. That, especially that aging thing. Like, playing around with time is so... especially time and things aging is so fun. I wish I could easily write short form. My old fanfic audience would have appreciated that. Foos. I need something I can sink my teeth into! In all caps. I was going to give you some serious dream shit. Yeah, let's do it. And Foos, I definitely struggle with short form storytelling. Yeah. Evie, I played with time in the horror short game we did last night. Ooh, very fun. Randomizer turned up to the maximum, like dreams be doing. Yeah, I agree with that. My dreams are no. That's why I appreciated the Sandman Chronicles by Neil Gaiman, because some of the dreams in there I didn't think other people had, and I felt much better after knowing that. Fucking great question. Where's the fucking great question? Cheesecake. What's happened? Fuck, I gotta get my tacos out of the dryer. I missed something. Where's the question? All right, anyway. Maya! Yes, exactly. Suggestion, not question. Got it. I also have a weird thing where I have to, if I make a mistake, I have to delete the whole sentence and then rewrite it. For some reason, I can't go back and like fix it. It's so weird. Vauglie used to send me a bunch of sci-fi short stories. I always wanted them to be longer. Oh, which ones were those? I did? I don't remember. Nah, Flowers for Algernon would not be improved by adding. Yeah, I remember that one. Yep. Doing dishes but listening in. Okay. Oh my god, ages ago. Yeah, it was. I mean, Foos remembers. I'll fix that because I'm not a huge fan of Great Motivator, but we'll move on. Be nice to Vauglie while I'm gone. Okay, thank you, Foos. And then Joe, maybe. I mean, as long as you're writing, I'm happy with that. I mean, that's how you can be nice to me, I suppose. We're always nice to Vampire, though. Yes, you guys, I feel like, are very protective of me in certain instances in our game, so I really appreciate that. Vampire, Vagabond. You know, Maya's come up with a lot of really cool names for me based on the Vogue. Um, I may or not, I may or may not be managing beavers, but I am here for it. Beavers, all right. Beavers. Not Toast. Toast the cat. Be nice cat. Beavers, damn it, because beavers, damn things. God, God damn it, Joe, with the puns. Fucking. Toast is fine, probably. Not sure where he is. Okay, he's probably maybe he's hiding under the couch. I don't know. I'm still gonna keep the prompt up there as high as I can. I'll beat him up. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, what was the next thing I thought? Oh, yeah. Like a personified petrichor, but in flesh. And but the I wasn't sure if his heartbeat was filling his eardrums. Nope. Out of the corner of his eye, a sliding trail of went around the outside of the table. Puddle beneath chair. Also, if you're going by pages, don't necessarily go by pages because my typeface size is 14. So that I think that's why NaNoWriMo starts to or has everybody count the number of words that they have. let's go back to chat. He has to retrieve his crowbars from the garage so he can use them to pay for his food at Applebee's. Crowbars earn a 25% discount. Why Applebee's? Because dreams. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Listen, it could be any rest. You know, I don't think I've ever had a dream about a restaurant. I've never had a dream about a restaurant, at least not that I know of. I mean, I used to record a lot of the dreams, but that I had growing up, but I don't really do that so much anymore. Mostly because they're not that interesting, or if they are interesting, it's unsettling and I hate it and I don't want to think about it ever again. So, yeah, dreams are something. There's something else. But so I'm wondering, is it mud or should it be? We'll work on that in a minute. The back door open, and just for the sake of brevity, I'm not describing every single thing, unlike what Stephen King tends to do. Stories within stories and things like that. But I am imagining, and maybe I'll include this at one point. Maybe I'm being hypocritical, but I am imagining one of those round, kind of 50 styles diner tables, that have that metal siding in them with those grooves. And hey, Kit, nice to see you! Yay, welcome in. And the tabletop is like a marble, and like a marble color. Obviously, it's not marble. And the seats are like leather. You know what? I kind of feel like I'm describing it, but I'll do that in a minute. I was putting away the rice. Nice. What kind of rice? I not have brands or brains. Makes writing difficult. Well, of course. Maya, come on. You made a whole RPG. Actually, what if it's racing outside? Just racing falling? Oh, I am the dumb. Were we all supposed to write stories from the prompt? I thought we were giving you prompts, but in my defense, defrosting. Got it. No, yeah, we did the prompt up top. I'm gonna put that in again. I mean, you don't have to like start writing if you don't want to. That's totally fine. I mean, it's cool. It's an option. There's a prompt again. And let's see. I'll catch that next for charging. Actually, it was racing outside. Raining, but race. Okay. Anyway. It was facing the back door, and all he could see. Thank you. For now, I will be your cheerleader, Vauglie webs. Yes. Spider webs, appropriate. So, also, if you feel the need, which you absolutely can do while you're writing, is dress up and be silly. I'll dress up and be silly with you. And if you want a specific item to help you with your writing, like a writing hat, you can also do that. This is my Brophy hat that I wore when I dressed up as Brophy. Pictures will be inbound in the Discord at some point. But yeah, I dressed up as my character Brophy. R.I.P. Evie, I'll write something after the stream. Will there be a sharing thread on Discord? Oh, that is a very good question. I don't see why not. We'll get that in. I'll ask Foos in a minute. I can't wear that. Why can't you wear that hat? Look at. I mean, it should be worn this way, but because I'm wearing headphones, I have to kind of wear it this way. It's my green writing hat. It's balancing on my headphones. Did you sing the Brophy? Very nicely spelled. I didn't sing the Brophy song just yet. I like doing sensory stimulation for writing. A specific scented candle or music play. I know music playlists I put on only while writing. Yes, immerse yourself. Do it. I haven't done that in a very long time. I need to. It's like a ritual, which is why I love doing this on Halloween, because I feel like Halloween is very much about rituals. That's the whole point of trick or treating. That's where we got it from. So, I mean, come on, especially, and I am biased here because we got most of our Halloween traditions from the immigrating Irish. So, I mean, the whole idea of souling, the whole idea of dressing up to confuse all of the otherworldly beings or the undead coming during the time the veil is supposed to be thinnest between the world of the living and the world of the dead. I mean, this is what Halloween is about. This is what where our stories come from. So I'm very, very biased. Um, I can only write while music is going. It must not have lyrics, only instrumentals that are thematic to the scene. For me, it depends so much because sometimes I will write a scene based on one song and I will play it to death, much to my chagrin, because then I just can't listen to that song anymore because I've played it too much. Um, but you gotta get in the mood. It has to, that's why for me writing has been tough these last few years because I haven't been able to jump in as I used to. Um, just because it's so tough to get in that mood. It is a moody thing. Writing is a moody thing. It's also a very um intrinsically a self thing, not necessarily a selfish thing because selfish has the connotation of a negative connotation that you're not thinking of other people. But writing is something that you do for yourself. So I find it kind of difficult to um at least, especially in these past few years, I'm not gonna lie, do a lot of self-care and do a lot of things that boost the things that I enjoy or myself. So also one of the reasons why I'm writing with you guys tonight. So I love it. Oh, thank you, Foos. She said she will create a channel for writing sharing. Yay. One of my biggest and never published writing projects has an embarrassing amount of tracks from Lit on it. Hey, listen, Evanescence was mine. I'm not gonna lie. I don't normally eat shellfish while writing. No idea. Thank you, Maya. Oh, Foos, I just noticed. Oh, you pinned things. See, this is why Foos is fucking awesome, guys. Foos! Fucking amazing. Look at you. Oh my god. All right, back to this. So he walked towards the door. It was facing the back door, and all he could see was the top of its head. In the middle, the brown hair parted, black from the wet. And there were little flecks of dark, scattered matter among the hairs. Same. A while back, I found my emo playlist from high school. There was an embarrassing amount. Listen. There is no such thing as an embarrassing amount of Evanescence, okay? There's only a rut that you fall into, all right? Listen, I'm there with you, kid. I have a whole playlist that's just Evanescence. Listen. Evanescence isn't. Yeah, exactly. Evanescence is not embarrassing. Ah, oh, come on. Fucking amazing. All right. It clearly was according to my classmates. Listen, not everybody's opinion needs to be followed or is fact. I think we make that mistake a lot. All y'all in here with bangs over one eye. We could be, or we could be like, Thor with that, over one eye, right? Anyway. The lips were parted, and the faculty. Who gives a damn about the faculty? No one cares. They have their opinions. Fine, whatever. Come on. The faculty is more like. The faculty! Oh, I love it. I love it. I was very confused. I read fuckety. Well, either way, they're fuckety faculty. I love you guys. Okay. What's a word for slight movement? And if you can't remember what a word is, have that thesaurus right next to you. Def read it as fuck it. Oh, fuck. Evie's such a tryhard. Oh my god, you guys. Get it together. No, I'm just kidding. Thesaurus.com has some explaining to do. Nope. Okay. I'll come up with a different word later because the movement is so slight. I know that there's a word for it. I'll figure it out later. Sometimes when I don't have the right word, I either highlight or I underline or I put a question mark next to it just to acknowledge the fact that I need to come back. Sense. It's amazing. The body will still do despite the change in the situation. Every so often, read us what you've written. It would be nice to hear it in your voice. Okay. I thought I was doing. I guess I wasn't doing that enough. Sometimes I like to think of thesaurus.com as thesaurus.com. And imagine it turning into a dinosaur to eat words instead of finding synonyms. Yeah, actually, the physical thesauri are. I actually enjoy those more because I feel like they're more accurate. Okay. So, I'll go back. He decided it was breathing after all. The lips were parted, and it was gently, rhythmically moving to a beat that he could not sense. His stomach still growled. It's amazing what the body will still do despite the change in the situation. This situation was definitely unusual. And I do want to read stuff out, but sometimes what I say aloud as I'm writing feels or makes me change my voice. As oddly enough, like I have a writing voice, like a straight up writing voice versus a speaking voice, so I'll have to do write sentence, read aloud, if that's okay, just to try to keep the same voice. This is fine. Okay. Fifthore. All right, try to maybe we can get Flandy to say fifthore. Maybe that'll work. I am listening. All right, anyway. And also sometimes for some reason, and I don't know why, I type the same word twice, and that just really throws me off. This situation was definitely unusual. He wanted to say something to it so as not to startle it, but then it was a strange thought. This thing had come into his house and sat at his table. I actually need to double check what ostensibly means, because I forget from time to time. Apparently or purportedly, but perhaps not actually. Huh? Reading out loud is how I proofread most things. Oh, it helps me catch slip-ups when words don't fit together as well as they should. I agree with that. And why, at work so often I have to print something out and mark it up. I can't just read something off of a computer screen. I heard, but then it was a strange tot. Thank you. It was a strange thought. If you talk in an Irish accent, sometimes you ignore the th. H. Anyway. Then he thought, ostensibly, this thing hadn't done anything harmful. What if it was cold? There you are, Maya. Not fold, cold. There you are, Maya. I worked your cold into this. I hope you get warmer. Yes, those I don't even know what that is. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't want to look it up. I don't want my Google search to be like that. No, I will not have this in my Google search. What do you mean, what? What? What do you mean, what? You don't know what... No, I don't. Ostensibly, no, I don't. Should I? Is this important to my life? Can I get through life without knowing what tot is or how to pronounce them? Foos, which of us shall procure the monocle? You. I'm busy. Yeah, Foos is doing dishes. That's all you, girl. Damn you, Kakarot. Listen, I know that you and Nenners talked about a Kakarot. I still don't know what a Kakarot is. Is that from Dragon Ball Z? Is that the person with the shoulder pads? I don't know what's happening. Anyway. He's Goku's real name. Okay, thank you, Kit. And usually when I do dialogue, I indent. I don't know if you guys do that. Then he thought ostensibly this thing hadn't done anything harmful. What if it was cold? He whispered, I'm going to pull the chair out. I'm going to sit with you. I hope that's okay. Ease your art. You have fun. That's very true, Kit. I feel like that should be on a t-shirt. Ease your art. Have fun. Right? I mean, we all got to remember it's our art. A very thirsty individual, one who is thirsty to a degree that is intensely noticeable. And by thirsty, I mean horny and desperate. Like a lot. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I guess. It happens sometimes, I suppose. All right. Anyway. Let's see. It didn't move. He was about to pull the chair like he usually did, but remembered that it would scrape on the linoleum. Linoleum. And I think that's part of the reason why I mispronounce things all the time. Just to help me fucking spell them. Because English spelling is hard. It's so hard we have competitions about it. Okay. They usually dress very provocatively like Flandy. Okay. I have no idea how that word works. I also do not. Good acquired. What good acquired? Linoleum. No. Oh God. Oh God, here's a pun joke. What was the witch's favorite subject in school? Spelling. God damn it! I have to put the pun thing. Well, I don't have to put the fun thing, but god damn. Yay, witchy, witchy puns. And there's Joe back with the pun time. Yes, it definitely begins, Maya. Linoleum is a made up word. You could argue all words are made up. Every single fucking one. You're not a horrible person. I mean, that pun wasn't your pun necessarily. Fine, I will then. Make up words? Okay, go ahead. Go for it. He grasped the red plasticine. Oh, I spelled that right. Cool. Oh, it's definitely one I got for the. Oh, yeah. That's been. Oh! Yay! Xanthos! Subscribe for tier 1! Woot woot! Thank you so much! The Egyptians believe the most significant thing you can do in your life is die. Where's that from? Is that like a tag for you or something like that? Hey, shake that cake! Welcome! Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Maya says, no, because everything you just said was made up sounds that only happened to understand through some eldritch circumstance. Okay, cool. Xanthos. Yeah, shake that cake, shake the 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 cake. Xanthos is here. You better buckle your hair. Oh yeah, hell yeah. As your request. Yes, shake that cake. Hey, Xanthos, so I've got a couple of different prompts here today that we're working with, and we're writing in celebration of Halloween because it's awesome, and it's all about stories and stuff, and my hair is making me itchy. I got my writing hat on. So if you want, write along with us. Get out your notebook if you want, or spoopy Halloween. Halloween. Cool. So let me go back to it. Let's see. It didn't. So right here, Xanthos, I've got a person, and you can see the first prompt, which was pinned. I've got a person who went down in the middle of the night to have a midnight snack, and he noticed his lights were on in his kitchen, and something's sitting at his table, and it looks wet and covered in stuff, and it's chilling. Hey, Vorathon, are we stories? You bet your... Yeah, you bet we're stories. I was going to say something else, but then I got tripped up in my words. Listen, that happens. Wording is hard. Remember to hydrate. Hydration's important. Hey, T-Bros, what you drinking? Both of my T-Bros are on. I almost forgot. Oh my god, T-Bros. I forgot. T-Bros. What you sipping on? Gotta tell me. Okay. Yes, I know tea, but what kind of tea? I need me the deets. Tross. What's Tross? Is that an anagram that I'm supposed to do? Back. T plus bros. Got it. I shortened it. Okay, cool. Yeah. Shorten it like short story. Remembered. So he grasped the red plasticine back of the chair and lifted it towards him. He remembered. Front one of a family. He remembered buying this set from the front lawn of a family garage years back. The original owners had died, and the realtor, I don't know if it's a realtor or not, but we'll just go with that right now, was selling off the effects. I think that's how you spell it. Owners were from another era, and it seemed fitting in his mid-century house. What next? He sat down and tried to look into its face. He wondered how large his eyes appeared to be. Staring at this wet, seemingly cold thing across from him. I should make tea, but I am undecided on flavor. Well, it's Halloween. You can do a Frankenstein tea. You know what I'm saying? Just throw them all together. I did that today. I took a pu'er that was supposed to be a chocolatey pu'er, and I mixed it. I blended it with a caffeine-free tea that was called Monster Mash, so it had like pumpkin and butterscotch and cinnamon flavor, whatever. And then because I saw that I really didn't have enough pu'er to cover 34 ounces of water, I put in a thing of Assam, just 1 teaspoon of Assam. I can English, I promise. Assam. So it was like, again, it was an amalgamation. It was as if I were in front of a cauldron and brewing a tea. It was like that. It'd be like that. And I felt it very appropriate considering Halloween. Wait, says Maya. Maya, what? I've never had cauldron tea. Well, up until today, I haven't had cauldron tea either. So, cauldron tea! He only just noticed that its fingers were pressing into the fake marbled tabletop. Fuck you, Google Docs. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. How big is the cauldron? Well, today's cauldron was 34 ounces of water worth. 30. It was about like 8-ish cups. Marbled. He only just noticed that its fingers were pressing into the fake marble tabletop, and they were blue. Oh, I thought you meant like a big-ass cast-iron cauldron. I do have a big-ass cast-iron teapot. Maybe I can bring it out at some point. It's almost 8 o'clock? Oh my god. It's one so big you gotta stir it with an oar. Now that's the makings of a story right there. Oops. Can I help you? He whispered. You know what I should do? Instead of doing that, I need to have... I'm one of those people. I need to have a space after paragraph. Oh my god! What did I do? Okay, I won't edit it now. I'll do that later. Because I'm on stream. I'll do that. Even then, the question sounded absurd. Absurd, excuse me. Monstrously huge, yes. Well, I have a monstrously huge tea kettle that Foos gave to me upon my graduation from graduate school. And I thought that was very appropriate, right? I kind of feel like I should write a story about that gigundous tea kettle as well. Because it coincided, because I graduated from this very important part of my life. It's a huge ass fucking kettle. Like, I could fit my whole leg in that thing. Maya wonders if Vauglie's hat would touch the ceiling if she stood up. I kind of want to quote Haunting of Hill House right now and talk about how I grew so tall with the hat on. But I won't. If you want to know what I'm referencing, go watch Haunting of Hill House, which is very appropriate for Halloween. 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 What if I did that? Would that make me happy? No. Yeah, we'll just do it that way. I also like how usually when I type, like on a computer, I like to have either Verdana or Garamond. And it has to look a certain way for me, so sometimes I fiddle around with how it looks because it just makes me happy. And, for you guys, when you're writing or doing your craft, you should do the things that make you feel comfortable and happy too. If you needed permission, there it is. There you go. From me to you. I regret that I cannot enhance your storytelling with my romance novel narration voice. Oh, Maya, I need you to do that at one point. Can you? Especially if this takes a really dark turn, which I don't know if it is or not. So let's find that out, shall we? Even then, the question sounded absurd. Without moving its head, he saw its eyes snap to him. They were darkly colored, but he could see the moony cataracts in the center. You want a snack? Do you want a snack? Another absurd question. He was definitely panicking. For some reason, though, a part of him had sympathy for this thing sitting at his table. Wet and sagging and smelling of earth. Oh, jeez. Evie, I'll find a ridiculous 80s porn soundtrack to play in the background if Maya does the romance novel narration of the story. Oh my god! Maya, I don't know if telenovela and 80s porn is a good... Oh my god. Hey Maya, Owen Coke. And Maya is broken by that, apparently. Do I want to know the context for that? I'm not sure. So, let's move forward. wet and sagging and smelling of earth. I came down here because I was hungry. Do you want something? Okay, so here's where I may need your help, guys. So whenever I think of a storyline, I think of it in vignettes. It's almost as if the anthology is broken down even more in different scenes. And I know I want them both to leave. And I never thought that through. Yeah, Kit, same, exactly. So, and I never thought that through. So I'm kind of wondering from you guys, if I can get an idea from you guys, like what would the trigger for them to leave be? So, because I'm kind of thinking, I tend to know the ending before anything else. Oh, that's pretty cool, Kit. You can play a lot with time that way. Would you ever want to put that ending first? I tend to write backwards most of the time. That's really cool. There's actually a poet. I forget which poet it was, but what's her name? The lady who wrote Eat, Pray, Love. No judgment here, but it was the lady who wrote Eat, Pray, Love, and she quoted a poet who sometimes thought of her poetry as things that she had to catch out of the air, which I thought was interesting. Again, no judgment. And one of the poems she caught in the air, she had to like pull back into her, or so it felt. And as she was writing, the poem came out backwards. So call that eccentricity, call that Satan, call that, just her way of imagining around a poetry, a poem to write poetry. No judgment here. Effie, following the guest, perhaps, or maybe haunting and enticing sound from outside. See, I was thinking about following the guest, but I didn't know that it was like. I thought it was too on the nose. So let's try that. Let's see if that works. Okay. Also cool. That's really cool and slightly ominous, calling it the guest. I love it. It said nothing, and it seemed to rise as if its spine was pulling upward and forward. It shuffled much like he did down the stairs, except these feet were heavier. Ooh. Heavier and pulled it like a magnet to the ground. Personally, I generally know some concepts about the main character build, the concept of the world as relevant to the story, and let both of those tell me the ending. Yeah. For me, it's hard because I have different ideas and they're not necessarily stringed together. It's as if somebody handed me a ball of yarn and the cat had gotten it, and I have to figure out how to unravel it and how in order to knit it into something. I also love that idea, and I really want to use that actually, and it makes a lot of sense that speaks to your style of writing. You want me to become the cat, but the cat doesn't have thumbs. How is it going to knit anything? How's that possible? Or crochet. You need thumbs. Okay. Become the cat to unravel it. Yeah, I tend to run my TTRPGs that way too. Well, hey, it works. Then you can human if you want. Okay. Thank you, Maya. Okay. Back to this. He watched it go. I got distracted writing. I'm back. I finished. Was it a race? Did I win? Oh, you finished? Damn. How long is it? Like, in words. We're doing words. You're always a winner. That's true. Dope. It's dope. Dope. Thanks, Foos. Let's see. Is there a word? There is a word counter here somewhere. I know I saw it. There it is. Joe. Noom. Word 724. Not bad, not bad. All right. 574. Nice. Listen, when Foos creates that writing share area. Oh, Vaughlie's writing share. That's what you called it? Yay! Thank you. Oh, I love it. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. All right, I'm not gonna. I can cry if I want to, but I don't want to cry. I want to focus on the man following the guest out. Its unofficial name is Guest. All right. Anyway. He watched it go, slowly trailing past him, and then the subtle but disgusting smell hit him. Was sweet but rotten, like apples left near a dumpster of beef that sat out in the sun. He realized it was going slowly, and that if he wanted to follow, he had to grab a few things. Don't go too far, he said loudly, urgently, throwing on a windbreaker and boots, grabbing the old flashlight from the basket beside the door. You scroll up. He had trouble remembering when he put the batteries in. See, you're out here doing dialogue. Cut that out and it goes way faster. Listen, sometimes I love doing my dialogue, okay? I like conversation. Not that it is actually a race, unless it is, in which case I won. Yes, I suppose. I thought you said he watched it go, slowly trailing past him, and then the subtle but disgusting smell. But with B-U-T-T. Yeah, she was crop dusting him. That's what happened. All right, here we go. He had trouble remembering when he put the batteries in the last time. Outside the fence of light from the kitchen door and windows, the night and the land was dark. Pitch before him. The air smelled wet like it did. Sometimes I like avoiding naming things until I really know what it is, and if I have to give something a name just for the sake of the plot, I usually come up with like a placeholder sort of name. Like sometimes I go to behindthename.com and I type in like, I don't know, a word, for like fire because this person is fiery or whatever, and then I have it generate names for me. So I usually put that in as a placeholder, but until I can really come up with the character's name. You're also adding more atmosphere than I did. Yep, that's true. Atmosphere next time, Joe. Yeah, I kind of write, even though I haven't read too much by Stephen King, I kind of write in his style, in the sense of I like to give context and a sort of field to work with. As I go in and out of camera, also very appropriate pint glass for tonight. Newberry Comics, whenever they sent out an email to you, if you bought a thing, they gave you a free pint glass, and I've had this since 2007. Make me, says Joe. Well, I mean, you can't listen. Your character's got to breathe. Give him atmosphere. And Maya says, "I can't. I cold. Yeah. Do them jumping jacks if you can, Maya. Also, stay hydrated, my guys. Stay warm. Stay hydrated. Preferably with tea. One of them doesn't. What do you mean? Oh, in my story, one of them doesn't need atmosphere. Got it. Because you think it's dead. Got it. Got it. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Okay. So, let me see. Since we're an hour into this, and this feels pretty good, I can still keep going with this, but I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 potential prompts. So, if you guys want me to continue with this, I absolutely can. I'm in kind of a writing flow right now. Or if you guys want another prompt, maybe for yourselves to try out, I can also put that in the chat. Or I can move on to something else and we all can try some writing together. So I'm up for any of them. I'm sort of leaning towards continuing on with this, but it's totally fine if we do something else. I just want to make sure that everybody is, engaged and whatnot. Let's see. Is it warm in Weehawken? It's 54 degrees here. If you're in it, keep going. Otherwise, if you're trying to get through multiple prompts, you might need to set yourself a word limit. That's true. Switch cylinders. You didn't create so many simply to abandon them. And new prompt. Well, guess what? Guess what we're doing? New prompt. Okay, let's look. That one's kind of similar. Ooh, okay. It says new one. Ignore them. Do what you want. They're not the boss of you. Joe out here. Are you mad because I keep going on hikes? Is that why? What if she wants to do aligns with? What if she wants to do aligns with our suggestions? That's 2. Insignet. I have a long doctor's visit tomorrow, so I will write during. What about that, Joe? All right. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I have 3 things. 3 3 different things that we can do. And I'm going to give you a little bit of context. So, especially because it's Halloween. So, as you remember, I said earlier, so the whole thing of Halloween kind of came out of Irish folklore and cultural things and all that jazz. So, some of the prompts that I have to do with the realm of the fairies, which isn't just that Midsummer Night's Dream realm of fairies that Shakespeare did, or the kidnapping thing, which some people allege in some Appalachian folklore and things like that. So fairies are like that. Ooh, the music changed and it sounds really good right now. And so one of the prompts involves fairies like that, and we can talk a little bit about what that is, or I can write a little bit about what that is. There's also folklore about black dogs, which if you look that up, you can get into a deep dive about it. Follow my dark heart, damn right I do. And I do love me some black dogs. And then there's also crows. So follow your dart. Blogs. Sign it in blood? Then she should do it, but she should be what she likes regardless of your opinions. That's true. I didn't type good. She likes us. What did you type instead of good? Moratorium? I would say if you were aiming for good, it's way shorter. Follow your heart. Follow your dark heart. Follow your dart. Black dogs. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, well the music I'm kind of inspired by. So we can do prompt 2A. I'm gonna do I'm for Fooz's sake, I'm just gonna do prompt 2. So Fooz, I actually really like this. I don't know where it is. I hope it doesn't end soon because I'm really liking it. Okay. So for those of you who have heard the reason why people wear wear costumes on Halloween, fuck you, is does anybody know what that reason is? Oh, loop. Appreciate the loops. Ooh. That's also nice. The Tibbuk's white eyes. Okay. So, this is going to be prompt 2. I'm going to highlight it for you, Foos, in the thing so you can find it. Okay. So, prompt number 2. A person forgets to wear a costume on Halloween and puts out no candy or decorations. What happens to the person on Halloween night? Pagan priest thing. So here's the thing. So the reason why you're supposed to wear masks or dress up as different things or just in general not look human is that so the fairies or the dead that pass through this thinnest of thin veils into our realm of the living is so that they think that you're not human, so that they don't pull you back through the veil and into wherever they came from. Especially because this music is so haunting. I love this idea of it being much more ominous and much less of, because there's so many folk stories in Irish lore where the fairies pull you into another realm and there's time dilation and they're just having a sick ass party and then they put you back. I want to know if what happens if you go to a realm that kind of matches this music. So we'll go forward. So Pagan Priest sounds good. I looped the song. Thank you, Foos. Whisper Vauglie was terrifying. No idea what you said, but I assume it was a summoning of some kind. I don't remember that I did that, so maybe it was a demon. Second prompt. Okay, good. Okay. All right. You know what? No, I'm not gonna change up the typeface. I'm not. It's not nice. Because what if people can't see anymore? Actually, if I do this, are you gonna? Nope. All right, I'm just gonna just to have a visual separation. I know that there's a way that you can do this. Oh, there it is. Horizontal fucking line. All right, there it is. All right, hold on. There! That's it! There we go. We learned a thing. Fucking Google Docs. All right, anyway. Okay. Also, before again, just remember next time. Time dilation, like with Urashima Taru. Is that the guy that they found in Japan? Who had all of this like different stuff on him? Like different money, a different like passport. Japan was named something different. Like there's stories like that where people seemingly disappear and come back. Halloween wears them and puts them on display like a scarecrow that bleeds candy. Then the children swarm. Maya, I feel like that should be a haiku. I fucking love that. Okay. She did put out candy or bring candy to the trick-or-treaters. She thought that this would be the last time she did put out candy or bring candy to the trick-or-treaters. Halloween was a sham, a moneymaker that was forcing her to buy things with what little left she had. No, folktale about a dude that gets pulled down into an underwater city. When he comes back, everyone's old. Oh, so it's like a Japanese version of Rumpelstiltskin? Also, Kit, I don't know if you knew this, but I learned this the other day. There's a Japanese folklore thing, and feel free to write about this, guys, where if an object turns 100 years old, I don't know how you would know that, but if an object turns 100 years old, then it's imbued with a soul, and it apparently can move around like a person. Look it up. It's fascinating. And oh, Joe out here doing the haikus. Halloween wears them, display them like a scarecrow, then the children swarm. Ooh. Especially children. Children are like on wasp level for me. They're haiku. Modern slasher. Teenagers are the murderers hunting them through the nearby woods after he chases them off after mocking them for still trick-or-treating at their age. Ooh. Written by Maya, edited by Joe. Yes, thanks. She had barely gotten through September, let alone this last month's worth of bills, but she made it. She had made it to the edge of the forest where she had always wanted to be. She wanted to watch the leaves paint themselves in fiery colors before falling into litter. See, I believe that's part of yokai lore. Oh, all right. All right, before falling into litter. She She closed the blinds and watched a couple groups of children come to her house to see the sign at the door. No treats for treaters here. She wanted to be clear. She wanted to put her foot down. She meant to be left alone, and yet she wasn't. At least she would learn that soon. Something living to 1,000 years is a common thing in Japanese folklore. You see it with kitsune. They gain multiple tails and powers. Yeah, but not 1,000. I heard 100 years old, but I don't know. You can add, take away a couple of different numbers. She wanted to, let's see. About the house. She moved about the house from window to window, shutting the curtains and turning off the lights. Horror movies would be playing over and over again on TV, so she decided to... Nope, wrong word. I do that a lot. I don't know why. She decided to sit in bed and read until she must have dozed. Her book was on her comforter, which was over her legs. But she looked up and saw the figure with eyes standing over her. Actually, over her chair in the corner. Normally, I don't make it a point to use a lot of prepositions in the middle of a sentence, but so I'll definitely edit that later. So just to make the flow a little bit better. And the idea of this thing, and again, the music is giving me a lot of inspiration from this. Are you prepositioning us? Do you want to be prepositioned? And what would that mean, I guess? Excuse me as I sit crisscross applesauce, pretzel my legs. Kit says no. Joe says eyebrows. Kit says please don't. And Maya says, oh, baby. 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 I don't know. Booby! No. Okay. So like I was saying, I'm getting some inspiration from the music, and for some reason it's making me think of Ju-on, both the movie, which in English is The Grudge, but Ju-on, the Japanese version, as well as the TV series, which was on Netflix. I don't know if that was a excuse me as I adjust, it's hurting the top of my head. Not the hat, the headphones. Which is also a Netflix series. There's a Ju-on Netflix series which I watched, and it was so eerie. I loved it. Number one. Number two, there was something that really stood out to me, which was a completely black shadow figure, except you could see the whites of its eyes, and that was it. But it would move like a person. It was the weirdest thing. It was almost as if it was drawn on the film. It's Ju-on Vauglie. I thought I said Ju-on. No? All right. Well, I'll go back in the thing and see what I pronounced. Should we make a Joe eyebrows emote? Why not? Then Joe said, then Evie said yes. Evie said yes. And Joe said, I have one. It's SRE. Those are eyes, not eyebrows. Brows implied. Okay, well, I mean, you could. So I loved that thing because it was so simple and yet so eerie. Really cool. Anyway, its outline fizzed at the edges, and she could see the trying to describe this. The bowed smiles of its eyes at the top of its head. She pasted herself to the headboard and tried to scream, but no sound. It stuck in her throat like an unchewed meal. It didn't move, but looked fluid enough to be capable of it. She slid across to the other side of her otherwise empty bed and had to put her hands on every surface as she moved towards the door. She couldn't tell if the head moved, but the eyes, the smile of the eyes certainly did. And I'm kind of talking about, I don't know, like it's very difficult for me to describe, but it's almost as if you have really like dark irises and pupils, and you can only see the white outline. Like if I'm looking up at you and you can see just I forget what the whites of your eyes are called, but you can see underneath that white. So that's what I'm kind of like talking about. I also kind of have to clean my glasses. Did that help? I don't think so. I can't see a thing. Okay, here we go. Sclera, I believe. The whites of your eyes, that is. Oh, that's true. I could look it up. I have a thing over here. Thank you, Foos. I knew the answer, but I forgot the spelling. Sclera. a funny way of saying it. Thank you, Foos. And this character may not know what that is either. I mean, typically people don't know what sclera is. How? Vauglie is already live on our channel. Do you have a second Twitch? Anyway. Couldn't tell if the head moved. The body certainly didn't. But the eyes, the smile of the eyes, certainly did. You broke Vauglie. Yes, because Vauglie forgave the misspelling. I did not. Heh? What? Good job, Joe. I hope you're real proud. Kinda. That's great! I forgot I have to talk in caps lock voice. Excuse me. She had to pass between the gap that floated from the nightstand to the armoire. I'll say, Fu said to belive, as in belive. Yes, but we knew, it's fine. Oh my god, got our first trick-or-treaters all dang day. Yay! Basically dumped all our candy in their bags. You don't need teeth. You don't. No, you do. Well, I mean, you could get dentures. Anyway, Evie says, I've gotten 0. Aw, 0 trick-or-treaters. That happens. There's some locations that are just filled with trick-or-treaters. There's a house across from my building. They build a whole ass haunted house, and they have done it every year. They put up the plywood. I saw them, building, 2x4s up. It's a whole like structure that they build and take down every year. It's incredible. I have to get pictures of it for you guys. It's only up tonight though. I think it might have been up this weekend. I'm not sure. It looked like they were building this weekend. But I saw kids going in and out of it. Joe, more candy for you. Evie, it's okay. It's chilly, a Tuesday night, so I don't think there are a lot of kids on my street. That's fair. Yeah, it is chilly. I felt it in my cheeks today. But yeah, as Fu says, it was 80 on Saturday, and it was humid. That was mad. That just means you can transform into a sugary werewolf. Yeah. Oh, that's, hey, also a good writing prompt. There you go. And she had to pass between the gap that floated from the nightstand to the armoire, and she didn't want to traverse it without looking. She knew that if she turned around, she would lose sight of the thing standing by the window. And it would somehow be closer. Joe says, no big Halloween thing near me, but just outside of town where I grew up, there is a house that goes nuts with Christmas lights and sets them to music. You can see a light show on weekends. That's really cool. I enjoy that. It would somehow be closer. She also knew from I hate using the word thing because I use it as a placeholder for so many things, and then when I go back to that idea, I don't remember what I was supposed to write about, and it's really frustrating. So I try to be as specific as I can if possible. It does take a little bit more than usual to like energy, in terms of energy, to think of another word, and time, but it's better than going back to it and not having to remember. Uh, I would use a shrink ray on myself to attain the same height as a kid, but keep my adult proportions and voice and go trick or treating to troll people. Listen, there are some people who kind of do that, where they pretend to dress up as like a high school student and they go to a house, like my mother's house, for example, and she sees them and she looks at them and she says, "Where are your costumes?" And they try to tell her that they are wearing a costume, and she says, "No, quid pro quo. Put on a costume. Get out of here. Go get a costume." Um, you got them lid chocolates, in a raspy voice. Raspy voice. I guess my voice is a little raspy now. Yet another reason to be a Maya fan. Glorious. Indeed, we are the fan of the Maya. I'm a fan of all y'all. I'm so thrilled for you guys to be here. It makes me happy. Oh my god. Alright, anyway. Do boop boop. Okay, anyway. Furniture or a wall. The next logical. Then an idea. What if she stepped backwards to the wall and ran her body against the corner until she got to the armoire? What is all this? I need my teeth. Step up the quality. I want grown chocolates, like the ones that in that tin behind you, and those Milano cookies. Put them in my bag. Back away from door. That's what it really sounded like. Put them in my bag. I see them cookies. Give them to me. Then an idea. What if she stepped backwards to the wall and ran her body in the corner until she got to the armoire? She slowly pushed her foot back, eyeing the creature and ready to feel the cold, painted wall just behind her, but instead felt. I actually want to know here from our lovely listeners, what exactly should she feel? And it has to be gross. It has to be something negative, I should say, not necessarily gross. What should she feel here? I'm like, what would be very unsettling? I almost feel like I'm thinking of different textures, different temperatures, different shapes. Like maybe almost like what if she were to back into Sasquatch with a pot belly or something like that. Viscera, a wall of flesh. Oh my god, Foos, you just gave me an idea. Ooh, I like that. slaps neighbor with a Twizzlers. You think I won't stand up for myself because I'm a middle-aged kid? Don't you ever put that in my bag again? Oh my god, yeah, Twizzlers are gross. But instead felt the warm, sticky, but wet of a supple material. Hell yeah, the wall can be breathing, but I don't know how long she's gonna be by that wall. She lurched forward, but the sticky sticky substance caught the heel of her foot, and she felt hot breath as she was pulled screaming backwards into what looked to be a fleshy pink and red wall. She saw a blue vein pumping and an open, dark orifice that ran from baseboard to ceiling. I'm getting some 80s horror vibes from this. She looked forward, and the eyes were right in front of her face, staring and deep, and it pushed her with a gale force into the dark. It wrapped around her, muffling her scream, and she was pulled backwards, away from home, away from time. She pushed and tried to find purchase, but she could find either stickiness or slick mucus-like substance cover her hand. With the other, she began to fight. She began to fight unfair, scratching, kicking. But that made her into the soft give of what this is. It's gonna get gross, guys. Have fun with this. Of what felt like a tongue on the floor. Damn, girl, rub it all up in me. Well, take the wall out to dinner first. Hey, Dirtwood! What's up? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And already on it. Hey, what's up? Oh, so now we're everyone else. What do you mean? I love you guys. Oh no, that was from. Never mind. I see what happened. Happy Halloween! Yeah, we're celebrating Halloween with spooky stories. Um, so I'm doing this current writing prompt, which, if you see at the top, it's about a person who uh, forgets, in this case, flat out refuses to wear a Halloween costume on Halloween night. And she saw something creepy as fuck in the corner of her room. And now she's being pulled through a flesh wall that Maya argued that should be asked out on a date first. But anyway, um, here we go. Am I? Am I, Joe? Now she's getting off with it? Okay. Um, wait, are you referring to me or Maya? I'm not sure now. Sometimes context is difficult for me. The character of the story. But that's fine. Also, occasionally I change tense in the middle of what I'm writing. Sometimes that works out. Oh, Foos, did you have something? Oh, I love it. I love this. Is this the creepy song? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Foos. I appreciate it. New song. Yeah, thank you. That for somehow you knew exactly when I was just about to ask you to change the song. Um, thank you. Thank you for that. Okay. Then she stopped. It was still dark, and hot breath was still around her, but she at least could move of her own volition. Should we have song? Earlier, I thought you meant the ambiance. I have spooky sounds, but no music. I have horror atmosphere. Is that what you mean? Like, this is kind of horror atmosphere. The one was sort of music. Is that what you mean? I'm confused. I'm also a little confused. So the title of the song right now is Horror Atmosphere, and I'm kind of going for it because it has different ambiance sounds, and it's giving me like a cavernous sort of feel to it, and I really like it. It's okay if Vauglie is the only one that can hear music, it's creepier. Yes, it is. Hi, confused. I'm Joe. All right, cool. Of course, it took me a minute to realize the pun. I have tea buddies and pun buddies. Thank you. Okay. She tried going a few steps forward, but she felt. I feel noise. I feel noise. I hear noise. But you can hear the sounds of my beautiful voice. Okay, stand by, but I'm sitting. Fine! I can hear noise very faintly. Is it my fault, Foos? Because I have the volume low on my side. I guess not, because I got an account there and you're streaming. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. Thanks, Foos. No, I'm good. It's just spoopy Atmos. No. It's Foos' fault. Faux show. It's not Foos' fault. Foos is doing an amazing fucking job. Don't you dare! Not at my Foos! No! I hear it just fine, but maybe just the volume of this particular track. That's fair. It is a little on the lower side. I hear it fine, but I'm wearing earbuds. Okay, yeah. Earbuds. Yeah, it's right. I said earbuds. Cool. All right, moving forward. I have headphones on. There's some clicking. Yeah. Click, clack. Click, clack. If you haven't read the story of Click, Clack, the Rattle Bag, I need you guys to hear that story. One is an audiobook. Two, you could read it. But Click, Clack, the Rattle Bag is awesome. And like Ghostly, I have headphones on and there's some clicking and like ghostly sounds. What's to say Foos hasn't been replaced by Zoof? Nothing I would call music. Clickety clack, get into my sack. No. Maybe? Ha, it's noise. Correct. And thus begins the AI wars, yes. Is that what you were referring to? Oh, you guys in chat. I love you guys. You guys are the best. Anyway. Yeah, it's kind of music. But, it's creepy stuff. Creepy noise sound. I'm sure Derp can tell us all about it. With the rattle bag, or is it a different folktale? Oh no, it's not a different folktale. I'm sorry. I should tell you about that. Oops. My bad. Click clack, the rattle bag. There's a PDF. Is this it? I think that's it. Huh. I found it? Oh, that's a creepy noise, Foos. Ooh, I don't like that. Stream reference, quote, click, clack, the rattle bag. By Neil Gaiman, who's one of my favorite authors. Okay. The spooky double time, the wooden derp stalks the night looking for a new victim. Seriously. And then, from whence the trees were slain, so shall your body be rooted in the earth. Is that Shakespeare? Is that the Scottish play? Microcosmic God has not mastered his booty. The booty has mastered him. Yes, indeedy. Boo, boo, booty master, boo, boo, booty master, boo, boo. All right, anyway. She tried going a few steps forward, but she felt the ground move beneath her like a treadmill. Lol, I just spit my water out. Thanks, Vauglie. Sorry. Stay hydrated, my friends. I don't want you to be thirsty. I want you to be hydrated. That man was telling you wrong for years. False. How can you say false? It's your evil doodler? Whatever. Also double. Yes. It was moving beneath her, and she felt no wind but the breath behind her. She walked in the opposite direction and found her hair moving with the wind she created by walking forward. The slow lean in. I didn't do it on purpose. I did not catch the macro. I see it now. Yes. Yes. Okay. It wanted her to go this way. Tentatively. And with a focus off of the tongue against her footfalls. She pressed forward. Also, in this situation, she can't see anything at all. By the way, she's in a black room. She can't even see herself. So I don't know if I would be as collected as she would be for this, and I could write that in later. But I'm focusing on the plot and what action she's going to take at the moment. She pressed forward. She then felt herself going through something viscous. It touched every... Oh, there goes the music. Oh, you got it. Thank you, Fuse. It touched every part of her as she... Ooh, good choice, Fuse. Moved through it. And it almost felt like she had cut out a life-sized door of herself in the material. And she could see. It wasn't much, but she could see gray and fog at her feet. She could see dark, dead trees. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's that part of the song. Banging on the piano. Now I hate that. It's bad. Trying to freak me the fuck out. You played this on purpose? Fuck! Why would you do that? It's so rude. Scare the shit out of me. Just to scare the shit out of me. Thanks. Yeah, definitely. I can't believe you did that to me. No. I mean, it's fine as long as it doesn't do the I mean, when people bang on a piano, regardless of the situation, in the middle of the day, and out in like a block party or something like that, I always don't like it. It's like you're hurting the instrument. Don't do it. That should crack me up. No, you're not. You're not sorry. That's what big sisters do. It's okay. Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Anyway, let's see. She could see dark, dead trees hovering around her like the shadow before. What if the instrument likes a little pain? What if it's been naughty? Guys, get your head... Well, as I say this, as I write her falling through what feels like a body, what if it likes naughty pain? Sometimes instruments are bad. I guess? I don't know. Derp, you got any opinions about this? Love to hear your opinions about bad instruments. Okay. So I'm sort of thinking that where she is like in the realm of the Shadowfell, but leave me out of this pornography. No, we're talking about I'm talking about an instrument that's bad. So like every time you see this instrument, you're like, fucking hell, why is it here? Kind of thing. You know what I mean? Is there an instrument like that? Sometimes I feel like that's the piccolo, in my opinion. I have no love for that instrument, even though I was a flautist at one point. Yeah, that would be it. Yeah. That's the one. I love that Vauglie's immediate answer was a strong no. If you got it, flout it. Piccolo? Isn't that a Nick Cannon song? I don't know. Insert joke about having too many children here. You gon' get prawned. I mean, I don't, but I don't wanna. No. I don't wanna, no. Alright, anyway, not me. What? Don't get it. Anyway. More of Vauglie not getting things. And I don't know. I'm trying to focus on the spooky shit. Let me focus on the spooky shit. Instead of hating on Piccolos. Anyway. Wait a minute, Nick Cannon, why would you do this? Uh-uh. She smelled what she could only describe as a bodily smell and felt humidity and closeness, even though she was in the middle of a forest and technically outdoors. Is this Pirates? Well, the joke being his only famous song was Gigolo, my bad. Oh, also BRB. I just changed the music because of that. Why? From Joe. Why? Pirates. What if he wanted to sail the seven seas? I don't know. Joe, are you writing anything about pirates right now based on the prompt? What if a pirate decided not to wear a Halloween costume and he didn't realize that his usual uniform was a Halloween costume and he just said, fuck it, I'm wearing long johns? Not time for pirates. I do not even sound a little bit like that. I mean, could. We could it in Vauglie's. We could it in Vauglie's hat. Yes. Also, I have a Dirtwood song queued. Oh yay! Dirtwood song queued. Yeah. Okay. Oh, cool. Is that like Baba Yaga's house? We could sail the seven seas in your hat. Believe in us. Okay, go ahead. I'm not sure if a pirate would have a hat like this, but you know, stranger things have happened. So the ground certainly felt like ground, but it was less like dirt, less like particulates, and more like mud. But it was thicker. She was glad she couldn't see the ground. The hat is the boat. An Irish pirate would. A pirish. I did it! Yay! We could wear more hats within the hat, yes. The ground was certainly ground. Thanks, Foos. The ground seems to be made of ground. Thank you. I'll fix that later. Listen, it may be that time of the night, huh? Thank you for pointing that out. I mean, if we're being gross, question mark? Ground beef. No, don't fix it. Just being a troll. Listen. I mean, you're not wrong. Like, it is important to have a variety of words, and that's why editing is important. And thesauri. Thesauri. Okay. Gummy. They so Ray. Evie says, brown sauce. What is it made of? Science doesn't know. It's made of brown. Brown mined from the earth by the hard Scrabble brown miners of North Brown Durton. Okay. I needed that. Thank you. She heard pattering to her left. It startled her, and she started to run. Nope, not slept. I can spell. Is that the British spelling? Is that why this is having trouble? Evie, sorry, Fusca's comment reminded me of an old quote from a show. Oh, yeah. Well, you know what it also reminds me of? Gilgamesh. Is that fucking translation is Department of Redundancy Department. Man. Evie said that Foos conjures forth aging things. Foos, stop doing Evie. Stop olding Evie, sorry. I'm tired. Am older than Foos, though. Yeah. Because she's olding you, duh. Alright, yeah, well. Big really paleo or you gotta old hard. Yeah, that's true. Old hard and grump hard. Okay, I'm kind of hitting my limit with this part of the story, so let's go for another prompt, shall we? Let's see. So we did sort of a costumey one. I want to do, let's see. Ooh, I like this. Unholy Shrine Temple Music. Oh, by Dirtboard 2! I like this a lot. That's great. Okay, I'm trying to decide between the crows and the black dog. I mean, there's so many. All right, I think I'm gonna go with the crows. I'm gonna go with the crows, and I'm gonna see how it goes. Goes crows! I'm gonna copy and paste everything. Are you gonna do the... I hope they do that. God fucking motherfucker, fuck. And then I do the thing, and then it tells me that. And then I paste. Fuck you! Stupid Google Doc. Right, anyway. Fuck. Alright. And Fry. I'm just coming up with names. Brought by a ring tonight that first I read that as feeding on the crows. Haha. I was like, damn, we in it. I mean, we could. Listen, if that's what you want your story to be, guys, as you're writing this, fucking go for it. Insert horizontal line. The local crows have learned the words "fuck you" and "shit food." The shiny objects are fake gold and silver that are turning green. They spiting you. Well, I'm fairly certain that they could tell. I'm just gonna adjust this because this is like making the headphones like really sit on my head. So hold on 1 second. I'm just gonna put this. Okay. I think this is better for me at the moment. If you can't hear me as well as you did before, let me know. So Barley and Fry brought by a ring tonight that was unusual. It was a bit lumpy in the sense that it didn't shine like the others that were polished smooth. If I were to run my fingers over the surface of the ring or actually put it on, I think it would scratch me. They looked expectantly at me, as if they were waiting for me to actually do this. They're smart. Everyone says corvids are smart, especially because they play. They play and they watch and they learn. They have been learning with me for a while. I don't do much other than give them some of my trail mix or the occasional pieces of turkey bacon, but it's enough for them to start bringing me things. Fry likes when I give him head scritches. Oh, thanks, Kit. See you later. Enjoy the lurk. Have to adjust again. I'm sorry if that caused any noises. I'm still using wired headphones and all that jazz. All right. Vauglie doesn't let me touch him. I think it's a him. Maybe I'm projecting. The ring is also between a few metals, I think. Sometimes maybe it's a trick of the light, but I can't seem to nail down which metal it actually is. It moves from yellow gold to this reddish color to even silver. I'm not sure why it does that. It's certainly not the light, and it's certainly not my body heat. So I figured, why not? It could fit on my pinky finger without doing much damage. So when I went out today to give Fry and Barley their snacks, I showed them the ring. Fry mouthed the ring. And then looked up at me. Let's see. I'm wondering what the ring is going to do. There goes the head again. I'm just going to put it there. I wonder what the ring is going to do. And this is where I'm kind of getting stuck again. What's the worst thing this ring possibly could do? I wonder. Slowly turns the wearer into a crow who will then be compelled to give it to another. Interesting. That gave me somewhat of an idea. So let me roll with that. Be the one wing, but ordered from Wish. Whoa. Okay. Let's go with that. Looked up at me. Put on the ring and some. Did I just hear her say, "What's the worst thing a ring puck can do?" One wing to woo them all. What and in the darkness bind. Hey, Nanas! Keep rolling. I didn't realize Limp Bizkit entered the chat. What's up? Doing some writing. Joe gave me an idea for something, a nasty thing a ring could do. Oh, great, it's this nerd. Ah, my gracious me. Oh, that's pretty cool. Like this music. I'm gonna see what it is. Oh, that's a lot of mushrooms. Okay. Anyway. Fry mouthed the ring and then looked up at me. I put on the ring and feel tingling where it scratches my pinky. My skin starts to look like the bumpy feel of the ring. But then something I feel the pins and prickliness start to push through. I pull at the ring. The ring has tiny hands and is literally trying to scratch your finger. Oh, tiny hands. Anyway, I pull at the ring. But white spikes begin to push through my skin and black fronds burst from the spine. In rapid succession, going up my arm is the black I should say are the black fronds that begin to surround me and they begin to surround me. I'm choked on dusty yet oily susurrus, which is a word, even though I didn't spell it correctly. Spelled like that, just so you guys know. That eats me. I was going to suggest cheese. Susurrus! But yeah, susurrus describes that scratchy leaf sound that is very appropriate for autumn. Actually, can this thing do a good definition? Where is it? There it is. Sus are us for the criminal in your life. Apparently, okay, the dictionary. Fuck you, dictionary. Fine. Okay. Sus are us for the criminal in your life. Lol. Yes. You out here criming? We're always criming. Okay. Let's see. I look up at the body that should be mine. The eyes look down at me, all black at first, but then blinked away. They're my eyes. My eyes. I step forward and hear the tap of claws. My brand! Oh, that's a good one. Oh, I love it. Hear the tap of claws. I look down. My feet are claws. Look with your precious eyes. Why is this directed at me specifically? Are you suggesting I'm a criminal? Smooth criminal. Alright, anyway. I begin shouting, but it comes out of my throat like croaks and guttural screeches. It was look with your special eyes, Nenners. Remember spelling. No, I am. You sometimes question my need to hoon. He can look with whichever eyes he wants, Foos. What's a hoon? What's hooning? I hoon, you hoon, he, she, it hoons. Nenners, what's hoon? Nenners, I had to have things explained to me tonight that I don't know added or took away from my state of being. What's hoon? If he wants to flutter his star glitter adorned lashes at his car, that's his prerogative. Oh. Let's see. Nope. Okay. I go for the eyes. The wings are unwieldy. So, as I flit up awkwardly, I grab at my shirt and work my way up to the face. I scratch, I bite, I find purchase. He screams with my voice and slaps me onto the deck. It hurts. I flutter away and see blood pour from the sockets. Then I realize what I have done. The ring is on the floor. Sorry, the ring is on the deck. I need to find someone else. There we go. Actual complete short story. Woo! Nenner says indeed. To Nenner is a hoon. I don't know what that means. And Maya has a hungry. You go and get food, girl. You get food. Joe says nail it. Woo baloo baloo baloo. Boop. I think I added one extra one in there that I shouldn't have added, but you know, whatever. Okay. Let's try my fourth and final prompt of the night. I wonder if I can do it in 40 minutes. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna do, because it's Halloween, and I guess we didn't get enough of death, I suppose. I'm gonna do this prompt. And Foos, if you need a minute to get here, let me know for the prompt. Posty. We do this dance. We do this dance all the time. Okay, and I guess I should have given like a couple of trigger warnings because they're scary short horror stories, I suppose. So, my bad. I should probably should have done that. But anyway, if at any time you guys aren't a fan of what I'm writing, if it's a trigger for you, let me know. I'm more than happy to listen. So here goes. We're talking about a person is struggling with a loss in the family. Who did they lose, and what message did the lost person give them? Alrighty. Final countdown, final prompt. And as Kit has mentioned before, the number 4, at least in Chinese, I don't know about Japanese, maybe Japanese. In Chinese culture, 4 is not great because it's a homophonous with death in Chinese. 4 is 4 as opposed to 死, which is death. So, what do we do? It was a rapper. His dad told him to stay shining. Proceeds to ball out. What? Oh, Nenners. Oh, dear. It wasn't until they went home. But like in a scary way, says Joe. It wasn't until they went home that they noticed a pair of eyes staring at them in the mirror. From there, out of the shower mist, the eyes formed into a body that wrote on the bottom of the mirror, "Find me." Unless you guys have a better prompt. That's just an idea. This was confusing to them because they saw trying to decide the This was confusing to them because they saw their cousin at the in the casket this afternoon at the wake. He was peaceful, and they laid a flower on his folded hands. They pat his hands for a moment and came away with some makeup. If they hadn't seen him in the casket, this would be totes normal. Sure, yeah, seeing people in a mirror writing stuff on it. No, that's true. Padded. What? But where do I look? They said. The finger pointed up. The eyes looked up. The finger pointed up. The eyes looked up. It was unsettling to them, and they walked into the other room. The attic? Oops. Their cousin was in the mirror of the bedroom. He shook his head, pointed up again, and raised his arm even higher. The sky? They said. At this point, the figure began to tear up. Normally, nope. They thought of how their cousin had been these last few weeks, crying, exhausted, afraid of touch. He had been asking for help, but it was weird. He wanted security cameras, booby traps around the window, his bedroom window and door. His family drew the line there. The family had told him to seek help. In confidence, he had told them he couldn't sleep because of the deer figures standing upright in his room around his bed, all staring at him from the darkness. They thought he was crazy. Okay, adjusting legs. Sitting for a long time. Old woman noises. What the hell? Hold on. Oh, that was a chip. I dropped a chip. All right, anyway. Here I am. I'm back. I disappeared for a minute, but I'm back now. I thought he was crazy, that it must have been the lack of sleep. Haha, welcome back to Dear Peeps. Yeah. Peeps peeping out of the darkness. I thought that was kind of creepy, because if you see a bunch of deer, well, actually what I should, because I'm not, no, I did do that. All right, anyway. He nearly fell asleep at the wheel. Then there were all of the doctor's appointments. He had become so sick, and when that he had to have infusions more than once. They offered adding random letters. Here we go. They offered to stay with him. Oops. Through the night. Share a bed for a while. He vehemently insisted that they never come near his house. A few times when they thought that he was looking at something at the back of their neck. Sometimes they felt a touch at the top of their spine and turned to find him wide-eyed, desperate, and searching. Don't come near my house at night. When the sun sets, you stay clear by miles. That's miles. Miles. Promise. That was over a year ago. And he started to talk more and more about the deer. There were usually 8 of them. And he said that their hooves were cold to the touch and sharp if he struggled. He said that he had done everything in his power to hurt them, to stop them from taking him away. Where do they take you? It can't be that bad if they brought you back. One day they might not. And one day would never come. They had found him that morning. I really should specify this, actually. Had found him that morning. Blood spatter everywhere. From something that had exploded from within him. The coroner said that he had planted something small yet powerful into his chest cavity. Okay. The funeral parlor had done well to patch him up, but his chest was still huge, hugely disproportionate. Which means I guess they didn't do well to patch him up, but we'll work on it. We'll shop it. Let's see. They had dried off and decided to go to his house. They told him as he watched and cried from the mirror. That they would drive. He nodded. Ooh. Tears streaming down his face. Speaking of streaming, not face. Speaking of streaming, we have about 4 minutes left. I'm hoping to feel like this is the night before a paper is due, and I'm like, which is good. I have some like motivation now to finish this, so let's go. Um, tears streaming down his face. I know there's no pressure, but still, it's a good motivation, I guess. I suppose. Um, they drove the long way to the house in the night, in the dark. It's for you, Foos. They found the key under the welcome mat, which didn't read welcome, was only blank. And walked inside. Immediately, they turned on all of the lights. They saw in some mirrors their cousin pointing to lamps that were left unchecked. Shop that word later. No, fine. It was then he pointed to the cabinet across from his bed. They pulled the drawer open and saw a small caliber pistol ready for use. They hadn't really used a firearm before, but the cousin mimicked checking the chambers. I don't know what pistol. I don't. I have no idea about any of this, so we'll work on it. Checking the chamber for ammunition and finding none to proceed to load it. They breathed on the mirror and asked, "What next?" He said, "Wait." And it's 10 p.m. I kind of want to stop there, actually. I hope that's okay, guys. But I know that there's not necessarily a time limit or whatever. So not okay. Why is that okay? You're upset? Okay. Woo! So maybe I can start to flesh out some of these stories. You guys, I hope that some of these were cool ideas for you. Vauglie! Yes. Evie, yes. What? Yes. It's okay, Joe. Nah, it's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. Congrats on your first stream. Yes, thank you. Appreciate it. I'm excited. Oh. Yay. Thank you guys so much for being here. Oh, Evie, thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's I really hope to have more of these. because it's a nice chill time for me. And I love the fact that you guys started writing your own things. I want to see more of that in the Discord. My writing smells weird. Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, yeah. But what does it smell like, Maya? That's the question. What does it smell like? So we've got 11 pages on here. I wonder how many words that is. I'm the kind of person who really does like stats and oh wow, 2,000 words, almost 3,000 words. Look at that. Because I wrote about a stinky flesh wall. Well, wait, Maya, aren't some of the villains in Abellan Nights like actual flesh walls? Aren't they? No? I mean, am I recalling that correctly? I can just hear Maya typing in the back of my head. Possibly? Okay. Evie, I've only got like 5 or so more minutes of the pre-record so I can hop into doing some writing soon. Ooh, yay! Yes, do that. But that's different! Yeah, no, it's not. Sorry. Flesh walls are I mean, they're pretty similar. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I'm hyped too, Foos. And I really, again, I have to thank Foos in the stream, especially because I wouldn't never have thought to have done this ever without her support and her help. And I told her that before, and I want to publicly say that because having support like this was so helpful for me, especially coming out of my shell and realizing it's not dangerous and I'm okay to do this. And it's definitely a space that I want to get into and to start writing more regularly. I don't know about what, maybe some prompts. It'll be fun. So thank you so much, Foos. Your friendship and your support has really made me feel so much better about this, so thank you. Don't thank Foos, you're setting a bad precedent. What? My pleasure, girl. Yeah, Foos. Mushy, gross, like the wall. Yeah, there you go. That's what you get. Anyway, so the race begins. We heart Fuzka, yes we do. Okay, well, Joe, now that you've done the eyebrows thing so much, we have to do just an eyebrow emote. Also, before I forget, I have to post pictures of me dressed as Brophy, my character, from Halloween a few years ago, and it is hilarious. I'm gonna put. Oh my God, Nenners, did you just link me a hooning video? Oh, Jesus Christ. Seriously, well done, Vauglie. Thank you. Don't know why that canceled. Yeah, I don't know why either. It's a weird thing. Normally, I just waggle my eyebrows, but I am not on camera. Well, listen, you could do a GIF. Why am I fading in and out? I'm becoming a ghost. Whoa. And oh yeah, now we're gonna raid. We're raiding Tamed Ryu with 9 raiders. I am also really grateful for all of you being on stream tonight and for supporting me as well and for celebrating Halloween with me. This was a celebration of Halloween, of that in-between place, which is where writing can fit, and writing our own worlds as a sort of escape into another reality. So thank you all for celebrating with me, and have a safe and happy Halloween, and have fun. Bye. Bye, everybody. Yeah.